division title with their victory over Houston, and Kansas City at 10-2 out west. We turn to the wild card race. Indianapolis lost, Miami won.
Right here, the top three, not in those teams, but the three will go.
So should Seattle win, they would move to 6-7 as Rob Carpenter makes the reception out to the 19-yard line. So with the victory today, and of course there is still a lot of time remaining for Rodney Peete and the Eagles, but should the Seahawks win, they would move to within one game of a possible wild card spot with 3 to play, and Seattle will play Denver next week.
And all three teams here are winning right now in their football games.
And Philadelphia, of course, with Dallas losing, hopes to pull within one game of the Cowboys in the NFC East. Pass complete on the far side. It's Ricky Waters. Forced out by Winston Moss. Speaking of the NFC East, how about the Redskins, who defeated the Cowboys back in October 27-23 at RFK in Dallas? The Redskins lead 21-10. Next week it will be Dallas at Philadelphia right here on Fox at 1 p.m.
Oh, and if the Redskins can hang on right there, you see Randall Cunningham warming up.
Waters first down across the 30.
I was going to say, if the Redskins can hold on, if there's any way that the Eagles can come back and win this football game, man.
Last week, Rodney Peete pulled out of the game against Washington for 2 series. Ray Rhodes said the Eagles needed a spark. Could they go for another spark here in the fourth quarter?
Well, right now, they started inside of their 10. They have a pretty nice drive going.
Peete on first down, lofts it up. Calvin Williams makes the catch out of bounds. Covered on the play by Carlton Gray. Midway through this fourth quarter, Eagles need 2 scores, trailing the Seahawks by 9. Remember, Gary Anderson missed a field goal earlier from just 33 yards out.
And that could loom big in this ball game. But right here, you see Carlton Gray really squeezing Calvin Williams to the sideline. There has to be more awareness by the wide receiver, Calvin Williams, on how close to the sideline he is.
Second down and 10. Peete under pressure. Gets rid of it for Ricky Waters. Gain of just 1. So it will be 3rd and 9. Right now, let's head to Hollywood for this game break with James Brown.
Kenny, biggest upset of the season brewing as the Redskins, with Terry Allen leaping over for the touchdown, his second of the day, leading the Cowboys 21-10, just about at the halfway point of the fourth. Take it back to Kenny and Anthony.
Dallas 10-2. Previous losses to Washington and San Francisco. They could go down to the Redskins again. Peete on 3rd and 7 over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Williams once again. And Carlton Gray, boy, have we mentioned that name a lot today on the coverage.
I tell you, if the Seahawks, and again, there's a lot of time left, but if the Seahawks can continue to play the way they're playing and hold on to this football game, and they give game balls out, you mentioned one, Carlton Gray, and there's others in that secondary that are well deserving of that.
Tom Hutton punts it away. Joey Galloway from the 27-yard line, weaving his way upfield. Brought down at the 35, 8-yard return following the 40-yard punt. Just 6:37 to go from the Kingdome. Seahawks leading by 9. Welcome back to the Kingdome in Seattle. Kenny Albert with Anthony Munoz. Seahawks leading the Eagles 23-14. Ricky Waters with both Philadelphia touchdowns. Chris Warren a 5-yard TD run. Rick Meyer 12-yard touchdown in the first half. And 3 Todd Peterson field goals. Seahawks up by 9. 6:37 to go. Seattle with 3 wide receivers. The lone back is Warren. Ryan Blades turns for the first down across midfield. Nice spin move to cut away. And Blades picks up the first down. 19-yard gain.
Well, like I talked about the Eagles wide receivers not being able to do a job against the Seahawks secondary. Right here you see Brian Blades and all the other Seahawk receivers doing a nice job against the Eagles secondary. Right there, just a simple out. Bobby Taylor not bringing him down with the initial contact. You have to make that tackle. If you're going to give up that throw with that much cushion there, you got to bring him down.
Blade's fifth catch of the afternoon, under 6 minutes to go. Warren looks to cut outside, and then he is taken down. Next week, Fox NFL Sunday will kick off with a battle between NFC Eastern Division rivals as the Dallas Cowboys take on the Philadelphia Eagles, plus other exciting regional action. It all begins at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Check local listings for the game and time in your area. Second down and 9 for the Seahawks. Meyer, quick drop, goes far side to Blades once again. Another first down for Brian Blades.
The same play that they completed 2 plays ago. And the one thing that the Eagles have not been able to do as they complete it for 12 yards is take the Seahawks out of either their passing game or their running game. They've not been able to force them to do one or the other. The Seahawks have been successful doing both, and they continue to just take it down the field and keep the Eagles off balance, as you see right there. Now, I don't know about a linebacker on Brian Blades. That's a tough job for Bill Romanowski to have to guard a receiver like Brian Blades.
First and 10 on the 34 of Philadelphia. Meyer under pressure lets it go, and he had to throw it away with 2 Eagles coming towards Meyer. He throws it out of the end zone, so it will be second and 10.
Now, it was a nice call, after doing all the outs and the quick throws. They try to go deep, keeping those cornerbacks honest and making sure they continue to get that cushion. And right there you see a good 8-yard cushion against Mark McMillan. Little stop and go. But Mark McMillan do a nice job. A little assistance with that arm. He gets that out there, and that was past the 5 yards.
From the 34, Warren cuts right, turns the corner, and is taken out of bounds by number 58, Derek Oden. Clock continues to run with 4:20 to go. With the Eagles trailing by 9, let's take a look now at the NFC playoff picture. Green Bay with the victory today. Dallas losing to Washington in the fourth quarter. 49ers play the Bills tonight. And the NFC wild card race, Philadelphia at 8-4. Chicago will face Detroit tomorrow night. Atlanta lost to Miami. St. Louis defeated the Jets. And Philadelphia calls timeout. 4:13 to go in this fourth quarter. 9 points, Seattle lead. Philadelphia 23-14. Chris Warren on the sidelines. It'll be third down and 10 for the Seahawks on the Eagles 34. Blades. Tempers Flair following the tackle.
Kenny, my guess here is that it's going to be 3rd and 5, offside by the Eagles.
Nose tackle was in the neutral zone on the defense. 5 yards. Repeat, third down.
You don't blame head coach Ray Rhodes for being upset here. As you take a look, Rick Meyer working right there, you see him. Brett Hall, who we've called his name quite a few times, having a nice game, but with just over 4 minutes left and you need to score twice, not the thing to be doing here. Well, Kenny, they told us that they needed to attack him underneath, and it's obvious that they've done that and they've been successful.
Takes a hit. With under 4 minutes to go, Meyer stayed in bounds, so the clock continues to run. Now Philadelphia calls timeout. Their final timeout with 3:56 to play.
Well, they hold them. If Seattle, if what they get is a field goal, they still are within striking reach here. 2 scores, and we'll take them right back in. In fact, if they do hit this field goal, they'll put them up by 12, and with 2 scores, they still can take the lead.
Todd Peterson has already hit 3 field goals today from 47, 35, and 37 yards out. And they have reset the clock to 4 minutes. They have added 4 seconds. Once again, Anthony, next Saturday, it's a Fox NFL special as the Arizona Cardinals take on the San Diego Chargers. Join Terry Bradshaw and Jimmy Johnson in the broadcast booth. It's the Cardinals and the Chargers. Coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Check local listings for the game time in your area. .45-yard field goal attempt. Peterson hit from 47 as time expired in the first half. Peterson now 4 for 4. He's had tryouts with 13 NFL teams over the last 2 years. He's moved 8 times. Spent 2 years at Navy, 2 years at the University of Georgia. And here today, Todd Peterson, a career day, 4 for 4.
If you take a look at it here, right, he's seen a lot of the country, and right now he's glad he's up here in Seattle, and so are is the coaching staff and his teammates, as he's done a nice job here this afternoon.
Peterson actually played 2 games with Arizona last year, kicked a game winner in overtime against Washington at RFK Stadium, doing it in his hometown. But this is his first full season in the National Football League. 4 of 4. 26-14 Seattle lead with 3:55 to play. Derek Witherspoon, who had a big return earlier of 41 yards, is back deep. The Eagles have won 7 of their last 8, 3 in a row. Their losses have come against the Buccaneers, Chargers, Raiders, and Cowboys. Philadelphia trailing by 12. Witherspoon from the 4-yard line. Up the middle, still on his feet. Taken down at the 32. So that is where Rodney Peete and the Eagles will start from, following the 27-yard return by Witherspoon.
You know, it's interesting, Kenny, as we talked to Rodney Peete a couple days ago or yesterday, we asked him about looking past the Seahawks and looking towards that Dallas Cowboy game next Sunday, and he said, no way can we. You know, the way they've been playing today, sure, the Seahawks have been playing well, but that might be something that you can point to and say, were they looking past the Seahawks to the Cowboys?
Peete over the middle. It's headed for Carpenter. And you can also ask yourself, were the Cowboys looking past the Redskins towards the Philadelphia Eagles?
That's very true.
In their earlier meeting in Dallas, Cowboys defeated the Eagles 34-12. Eagles will finish up hosting Dallas and Arizona, and they travel to Chicago, finishing out the season. 3:39 to go. Peete on second down. Pass was deflected, so it will be 3rd and 10.
This Seahawk defense they're in the right position at times, and they might not be near the quarterback, but they're getting their hands up. They're knocking balls down. They've had an outstanding game defensively so far. As you look at Greg Mackin, the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks, who's done a nice job putting together their scheme today.
Third down and 10. Carpenter in motion. He goes goes far side to